this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hurricanes will put toe together and we'll get started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quick completion on the out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Canes! Stealing a score on special teams. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll try to feel the butt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. The tap. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Going right to work up top. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. Still on his feet at the 45. Open spacing. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. Buying some time. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I love the awareness by the DB. Great job, man. It's in your own end zone. You see the ball, you break on it. I'm not trying to catch that thing. I'm trying to swat it down. Make sure I don't give up the touchdown. Nice awareness by the DB.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Tar Heels will come to the line to convert on fourth down. They'll run the sneak for it. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, he looks short on that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust it because the quarterback gets the ball right away, but that defensive line was having none of it. Failed fourth down, big-time stop for the...
Breaks free in the middle. The 40. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got his man on the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, this guy struggled the last time out. He knew he had to get back in the film, get back to the practice field, and work on some things, and I think he did some good work because he's already thrown for more yards in this first quarter than he did his last time out.
Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to swing it on second down. Unloads to the right. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
Quarterback making adjustments. They just keep firing. It's complete to the left. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And what a difference one game makes, right? This guy already in the first quarter has thrown for more yards than he did in his last game. He just looks like a much more confident quarterback, and it's incredible how good things happen to QBs when they find a rhythm early.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I love the start for this quarterback. Like last week, it wasn't his greatest outing. Let's put it this way. It wasn't real good at all. He's already surpassed his passing output in this game. So he's completely flipped the script. Nice bounce back already to start this game, too.
The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly. He's got it on the move. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, UNC! A great catch and run for 6.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Duke.
Touchdown, Canes! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. And on that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's shot. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period, and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Grab behind the line. It's shot. Still running at the 40. Oh, out of space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Now from inside the red zone. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Off play action. Looking to scramble. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tar Heel. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. A run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Scrambling away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. To the air on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line.
Wow, and the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 45. And the returner will be brought down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got some room, it was over.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Bowling Green is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Akron. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Complete. Turns it on in midfield. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Rushes on him, and he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
He might want another play. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
The inside handoff. That's 20. He's got space. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They'll immediately call timeout.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down in the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Had to throw it before he wanted.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Sends it downfield. Makes a catch at the 15. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And the try is no good. Oh, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tar Heels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle. It's Morton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now and flashing that on the option play? There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
And the Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Finds his man. It's Prince. At the 35, he's open. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Canes! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee... social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Walter. The throw to the outside is complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Wants to throw on third down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Makes the grab on the left. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Walters. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Looking downfield on first down. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him. Had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
North Carolina. 21.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll go with a direct snap. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Caught close to the marker. It's Prince. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Hurricanes with the 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in his game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Throwing right. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying play action. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he can fill up the hand now with that big man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back to pass, it's Walters. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete to the left. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Walters. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And this dude is doing work. He's now over 150 yards receiving, Jesse.
He's like the new age tight end, isn't he, Reese? I mean, he's a guy that can get in a three-point stance. He can flex out. He can play the split end position. He can play receiver. There is nothing this tight end cannot do in the pass game.
Wants to throw on 3rd. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. There's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Makes a grab past the marker. Touchdown, UNC! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
28.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. The screen, he can go! And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Offense in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Walters. Fires to the big fella.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. They'll give it to the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Floating away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Walters. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires left. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that...
Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Under fire. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick strike complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, going to the air. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over.